Hi, I'm Madonna, this is Joy, and we're going to do a follow-up treatment on the hip and the shoulders. And because the right shoulder is in a lot of pain some of the time, sometimes the pain is so bad it almost makes it feel sick, and other times it's so good you just can't feel it. So it's a sort of transient pain that comes and goes. So there's probably some sort of bursitis, tendonitis, leaking joint, something going on there. But also the hips, the sacrum in the lower back is quite loose, like it's not as strong as it should be. So quite often that can throw the femurs out, it can throw the hips out, it can make the muscles of the hips not as strong. And there's a big connection between the shoulders and the opposite hip. So we'll just have a look and see if any of that's going on.
And you've got to be very glad that it's my shoulder that's leaking and not my other bits and pieces.
Yeah, that's right. So the shoulders are, so the right shoulder is the most important thing with pain at the moment. I might just, last time we checked you, there was some stress going on, so I'll just check a little stress circuit to make sure that's not
I'm sure I'd be
causing a problem. So the flexor hallucis longus is the bottom of the foot. Hold up for me.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So let me just check with this arm. Hold up and hold. So this is the good arm at the moment, so we'll check that one. And hold. Okay, so that's a point there that indicates survival switching. So survival switching is when your body, and that one's deep survival, and hold, and that one's hidden deep survival. So there is actually some big survival stuff going in there, which means, once again, with the shoulders, it can be that your body has gone into fight and flight and it's permanently keeping it tight. So it's all about protection, and that can pull the shoulders and the muscles and everything out of position. So we'll just do a little bit of a clearing on the survival stuff first. It'll only take a minute or two. So there's a little part of the brain called the periventricular survival system, which just keeps the body. I'll see if the reticular activating system is overworking in it. Yeah, it is. So what it's doing is activating noradrenaline. So if you think about the stress hormones and pain hormones, they're pretty much the same hormones. So stress hormones are things like adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol. Pain hormones are things like cortisol as well. So when we are stressed or in pain, we have increasing levels of cortisol, and cortisol basically, when we have too much of it for too long, it deteriorates the joints and your muscles. So because your body needs to clear it. So what's going on with that high level of cortisol and noradrenaline? It's creating vigilance in your nervous system. So your nervous system's on the lookout for the next thing to go wrong.
I've got a vigilante in my tummy.
Got a vigilante in your tummy, that's right. So these are the coordinates for the reticular activating system. It's a group of nuclei. It's a little nuclei in the unconscious brain. Okay, and there's also, when that pain is high, it shuts down your serotonin. So serotonin is, of course, a happy, feel-good hormone. So what it's doing, the low serotonin levels are also adding to the vigilance in your nervous system. Serotonin isn't just about depression. It's about calming, it's about relaxing, it's very much about sleep. So, yeah, not a great sleeper. So serotonin is supposed to switch on in the morning when the sun comes up, sun hits our pineal gland, and then it's supposed to activate serotonin for the day. When it's nighttime, the sun goes down, that serotonin's supposed to convert to melatonin. But it's inflammation that is one of the things that can inhibit the conversion of serotonin to melatonin. So in other words, it's harder to sleep when you're stressed. Make sure there's not another reticular activating circuit. No, there's not. Something else in the PVSS? Yes, there is. Okay, so I'm going to go into the sympathetic nervous system. This is where I'm going to check some major muscles that relate to organs in the body to see what organs are linked in with the stress. Okay, so first acupuncture point showing up relates to the central meridian, which is the conscious brain. Hold up for me. That didn't work. And hold up for me. Okay, so no surprise, it's fine on the left, it's not working on the right, but it happens to also relate to conscious brain energy. So this is a neurolymphatic point. It sends lymph to that muscle, the supraspinatus. These are ESR points, the emotional stress release points. You can hold them anytime you're stressed. And once you feel pulsing on the left and right sides of your forehead, that's an indication that you've got both logical and creative thinking going on. And hold up, that's better. Hold up, good. Okay, lung energy is showing up. So this is the anterior serratus muscles. Hold back. It's not bad, but it's not optimal. Hold back. Yeah, right. I'm sure you felt the difference. So even though it didn't unlock on the right, it still wasn't optimal. Actually, lung meridian also relates to the deltoid muscle. Hold up for me. That's perfect. Hold up for me. No, so it's not working on the right at all. So it means that if you can stack in two muscles relating to the same meridian, you get, you know, two birds, one stone sort of thing. So this is treating both the anterior serratus as well as the deltoid muscle. And hold.
Didn't hurt.
And hold. And there was less pain. I know, weird, huh? You get a muscle working in it, there's less pain in there. Okay, the next one showing up is the subscapularis. So that's a muscle in behind the scapula, in here. In acupuncture, to get there, you have to use a really long needle that apparently works to get into that muscle. So says our acupuncturist, Robert. Hold down at the wrist, don't let me lift up. Hold down, don't let me lift up. No pain in either of those?
Slight on the right.
Okay, so slight on the right. So we'll just add a bit of lymphatic energy and we'll throw in a bit of meridian energy because we want there to be less pain. So this is the heart meridian. Travels from the underarm to the pinky. And again, hold down on the right. That less pain?
No pain.
No pain, good. Okay, next one is Pec Minor, so the pectoralis minor muscle. It's on the inside of the shoulders. Hold up, don't let me go down. Perfect. Hold up, don't let me go down. No, so it's not working. Is your neck sore at all?
Look, I'm lying down and it's not hurting this minute, but often...
So you can get some neck pain?
Oh, hell of a lot.
Okay, so I'll check the neck muscles as well. So lift the head, hold up, don't let me push down. That's perfect. Turn and hold up, don't let me push down. Okay, so it didn't work on the right, and hold up for me, and it didn't work on the left. So that means that these muscles at the side of the neck aren't holding your head on your shoulders as well as they should. So once again, underneath the left breast, or underneath that tissue at the bottom of the breast, that's a neurolymphatic point for the stomach meridian. So the pectoralis muscles and the neck muscles both relate to the stomach meridian. The ESR points on the forehead, so the emotional stress release points, you can imagine why they work for the stomach, because when we're stressed, our gut feels upset. So it helps to send blood supply to and from the stomach. And then we'll run the meridians. So the meridian, the stomach meridian, runs the full length of the body. It's a yin meridian, so it runs from head to toe. No, that's a fib. It's a yang meridian, so it runs from head to toe. Yin meridians run from the feet to the head.
They're the tadpoles, aren't they?
And just for fun, it's a yang meridian. The yang meridians are hollow and masculine. The yin meridians are solid and feminine. Anyway, that's just a funny little trick to remember things. So things like stomach, small intestine, large intestine, they're all bladder, they're all hollow, and they're masculine in Chinese medicine. They're considered the yang or masculine. Hold them coming down and out, beautiful. Hold them coming down and out. Okay, so still a little bit of pain on that side. Okay, so lift the head, turn on the side, and hold up for me, and hold up for me. So less pain this time?
That didn't hurt. Didn't
hurt at all. Okay, hold down, don't let me lift up, and head up, and don't let me push down. Okay, so there's no whiplash showing, which is great. Now, once again, going through and checking other major, so these are called alarm points. So there are alarm points on the body that relate to different meridians. And then the meridians link in with organs and muscles. So the next one showing up is Liver Meridian. The muscle is the pec sternal. Oh, and rhomboids between the shoulder blades. Does that get painful sometimes for you? You know, that burning between the shoulder blades that some people get?
I have no idea.
No idea?
I just know that all across my shoulders sometimes makes me feel like I might die.
Okay. Hold in. Don't let me lift up and out. Hold. No. So that's not a full lock. That's a really strong muscle. Hold them going up and out. So it's perfect on the left, not working on the right. Because it should be 100%. There should be no movement. It's such a strong muscle. And hold them going back. Hold up, I'm going down. Hold up.
What?
Yeah, okay. Not too bad, but not 100%. Hold, I'm going back, and hold up, I'm going down. Beautiful. So once again, left side's good, right side, not too bad, but not 100%. So they're all at about 70-80% energy, those ones with the liver meridian. So this time it's underneath the right breastbone that it sends lymph to the liver meridian. And the liver meridian is a yin organ, so it's hot, it's a solid organ, so therefore it's feminine, and it runs from the toes to the head. So it's like Mother Earth going to Father Sun, is the theory. The feminine organ's going to Father Sun. Okay, so once again, hold, I'm going back, beautiful. Hold up, I'm going down, hold up, up, hold up. Don't let me push down. Perfect, perfect. And hold down, don't let me lift up. Excellent. Okay. Okay, the next one showing up is the latissimus dorsi. Hold in, don't let me push out. Perfect on that side. Hold in, don't let me pull out. No, that's not working. So that's a big muscle structure from here to here, the latissimus dorsi. And it's a big support muscle, so when that one's not working, other muscles around the area have to overwork. Happens to relate to blood sugar, which just means it's linked in with your, so it's a spleen meridian pancreas organ. But the neurolymphatic point is only on the left around the, it's where the spleen is and spleen pancreas are. But the meridian you do on the side of the weak muscle. And once again, it's a yin organ because it's solid, so it's going from Mother Earth to Father Sun.
What's solid?
The organ, so the spleen and the pancreas.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, hold in. Having worked at a meatworks, she can corroborate that yes, they are solid.
Even if they're too big.
Yes. The first time she saw was it the spleen? The spleen at a meatworks?
No, it was when I saw
that's right.
my own spleen, and it was a lousy little thing about as big as a sheep's.
Yeah, so she had a scan of her own spleen, and she thought there was something wrong with it because she'd worked at a meatworks, and the one at the meatworks was yay big, and hers was only tiny, and she thought, oh my God, what's wrong with my spleen? Turned out it was because she was used to looking at cow spleens, which is sort of funny. Okay, so now because of the pelvis, there's often connections between shoulders and the opposite pelvis. So if you don't sort this out, the shoulders can keep going out as well. So I'm just going to check. It might not be out at all, but I'm going to check the femur bone. So it's a knife hand onto the femur and hold the arm up for me. That's locking, and hold up for me. Okay, interesting. So the left leg, right shoulder, that's that classic, if this is out because it's to do with flight. So it's this hip forward, this shoulder forward, which means your body is unconsciously in running away mode.
Right.
Wanting to run away.
Well, my body tells me that this is the one that's bloody crook.
Well, that one, yeah, but that one is probably too tight because this one's too loose. So it's that whole thing where if you've got one thing that's overworking, you've got something else that's underworking. So bend the leg. So I'm just going to pop that back in the femur. Femur back in the joint, sorry. And then quite often this muscle and these muscles aren't working, so I'm just going to pop them back in their groove. Beautiful. And hold. Excellent. Now I want to go back to this shoulder joint and make sure the shoulder is actually sitting in the socket the same way the femur's now in the hip socket properly. I want to do the same thing with the shoulder joint, not the muscles around it. So, hold, I'm pushing towards your toes. Hold. No pain? Perfect. Hold, I'm pushing towards your head. Hold. Perfect. I'm going to your left. Hold. No pain? Perfect. Hold, I'm pulling towards me. No? Good. Now hold in, don't let me pull out. This is the bicipital tendon. No, that's solid. And hold your thumb and pinky together. Hold. Beautiful. So now let's recheck that stress pattern that was there initially. So this one's survival switching. Hold, and now that's locking. That was unlocking before. This one is deep survival. Hold. That one's locking. It was unlocking before. And this one is hidden deep. Hold. So the stress patterns are cleared, the major muscles supporting both the hips and the shoulders are clear, and there's no, how's the shoulder joint feeling at the moment?
Well, there's something.
There's something in there?
I would think it's whatever these things are, all these sinews and lumps
The
of shit
deltoid
here.
muscles,
I
yeah.
know what it is, this stuff here.
Yeah,
That's,
okay.
That hurts.
Okay, cool. So we'll also look at some supplements like magnesium, glucosamine, and see what the body needs.
Sort of that bit there.
Okay, so it's this bit here where there's still, so there's possibly still some bursitis or something, you know, because then it hurts to move your joint forward. But anyway, we'll take a look at that. Thanks, hope that was helpful.